back? Is it still a special feeling for you?
Always will be special, no matter the age. Always will be special. So definitely wearing the pinstripe for so many years. That's a privilege.
Who else? Brian, right in the middle, front.
Hey guys, for whoever wants to answer it, Aaron Judge said yesterday that he feels like he can learn a lot from you guys because you won a championship here. What would you want Judge and the current team to learn from you guys?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily there's one particular thing that you can learn. I think it's more of an approach. I think we were asked actually earlier, what's the difference between some of the teams that were able to win and others that had talent but didn't? And it's basically focusing on the little things on a daily basis. I think a lot of times when people get to the postseason, things sort of speed up and they try to do things differently. But you should play the same way day in and day out and get through the playoffs. Nothing changes. So I don't know if there's one thing in particular, but I would say it's just the preparation and the approach.
Go to Tyler on the right.
Hey guys, good to see you all again. One big addition, obviously, from 08 to 09 was CC and you, AJ. But if I could ask each of you, what do you remember about CC's influence? If there was one moment or memory that maybe we didn't see, from the press box or the stands, about CC making a big impact on that 09 team.
I'll talk about, not only was someone that you could always count on the mound, he was someone that really found a way to bond the team. He was a fantastic teammate, and I think all these guys would speak to that, where he just brought everybody together, and he always included everyone in everything, whether it was going out on a 4th of July boat, or it was going to a playoff basketball game, and everyone in a suite that he would buy. He was a teammate that knew the importance of being together, and he really worked hard at including everyone and making sure that everyone felt they were just as important as the next guy.
Yeah, he'd buy it because he made a lot of money. No, I think CC, he is what he is. You see what you see is what you get. He was a big game pitcher. He enjoyed pitching in those situations. From watching him in the postseason, it was the year before when he pitched in Milwaukee, and he was pitching on 3 days rest over and over again. He seemed to thrive when the competition was at its peak, and you can feel that through the clubhouse. I mean, Joe said it, great teammate. I still personally have a great relationship with him, so he's a good person, but then again, he could pitch too. So he can be the best person in the world, but, you still have to help us on the field, and CC pitched a lot of big games for us.
Alex, AJ?
Yeah, I think the thing with CC is he's so unique in a sense where it's hard to see or identify somebody that is world-class on the mound, but also world-class as a human being with character. He made everybody feel better. And the minute he walked into our clubhouse, it felt like we were a championship team, and he was exactly what we needed. And he's someone that makes everybody better, but also makes everybody happier. And that's a rare combination. And I would just say one more thing, that to have the luxury, I know that Joe is managed for a long time, but we were spoiled with our top 3 guys. If you think about CC, AJ, and Pettit, lefty, righty, lefty. It's just incredible. And then in the lineup, we had the same lineup every single day. And a lot of that was set comes from the top from Joe and Jeet, and then CC was kind of the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I just remember signing with him. I was excited. Strikeout guy, horse, took the ball every 5 days, every 3 days. But a big teddy bear in the locker room. He was. I don't know if you can hear that, but animal on the mound, but just a great locker room guy. Most relaxed guy on Saturday I've ever seen. Completely opposite of me. But just brought a lot to us. And like I said, he was that guy that just made you feel like everything's going to be all right. But I look forward to pitching with him and enjoyed it, and watching him dominate and hit 3,000 Ks and all that. It's just fun to watch.
Well, definitely when you have a guy like that, knowing that he's taking the ball, whatever days of rest he has, knowing that you had an opportunity to win the game, and knowing me being closer, knowing that I would definitely have a chance to be in the game the day that he was pitching, because he was that type of player that when he wasn't in mound, he was taking you at least to the fifth, sixth, or seventh inning, and from there, for sure, I was able to get in the game and help the team. But a team like that, you won't find him around. He's a player that, more than a player, he was like a family member to us. And as soon as he got to the team, he just played. That's the type of player he was in the person.
Randy and Anthony.
When CC was in here, he was saying that he's pissed that there's no longer a game. Others have said the same thing. This is a tradition that goes back to 1947. Cy Young and High Park played against the Yankees in the first game. Why is there no game now? I know you won't like it. Or, you looking at me? I think you said you don't want to play again, but
You're giving me way too much power here, man.
put your light on that though. The fans love it. Fans would love to see you hit again. They want to hit again.
They're not gonna see me hit again.
No.
No, I'd be afraid I would hurt myself, but that's not saying that the reason there's no game is because I'm not, you know what I mean? So I don't make those decisions, contrary to your belief. I don't make those decisions when it comes to whether there's a game or not.
CC suggested maybe a softball game would be fine with that.
But why are you asking me? You directed to,
Don't look at me.
Wow, you think so, huh?
Anthony.
Alex, what do you think of your first role manager the last time you met
He wears it at home all the time.
I think it was on August 12th. I was right here in this room. I was actually surprised that I got an invitation. Honored, very happy. I actually told my daughters right away, and it's a great thrill. It's, when you take away, I was telling AJ as we walked off the field, it felt like we were just here in '09. And I'm a year away from 50, and you understand the magnitude and the gravity of winning, how difficult it is. And to do it with such great guys, with such high character, with a great manager, and an unbelievable, underrated coaching staff. It takes a village to win a championship, and I cherish it. I only have one, and I'm just glad I was part of, being part of that team. Surprised? It was my first time back in a long time, so I love being a Yankee. It's a great family. I was in touch with Zillow and had a nice conversation with Cashman today, and it's just nice to be back in the fold.
Brendan to the right on the wall.
Are you surprised that over here? I'm on your right, Alex. Why are you surprised that you're like? Are you surprised it took you so long to have your first time back? Like, what do you think it is that took so long to get?
Well, no, I've been back broadcasting for Fox and some of my work with ESPN, but I think a lot of us just back in the fold with the uniform on. I think it's pretty unique, and it's my first time back, and I'm excited to be back. I'm very proud of my time in New York, and I'm very proud of being part of a championship team. So happy to be back.
Take a few more here in the middle.
Well, just for everyone on the panel, you guys talked about winning. What do you think winning would mean for Aaron Judge's legacy if he was able to win a World Series?
Joe?
I think he's going to have a legacy whether he wins or not, because he's a special player. But I think personally it would mean a lot to him and the work that he's put in and the work that his teammates, because there's nothing like being a champion. There's a bond that's created for life. You cannot see guys for years, and you come back and you feel like you were just saw them the day before. So I think for that part of it, you would love to see it happen. You'd love to see it happen to such a great player that has such an impact on the game. But it takes so many more players. One guy can't do it. Two guys can't do it. It takes a ton. And I hope it happens for him.
Max to the left front row.
Hey guys, for Derek and Alex, what have your impressions been of what Judge has done so far this year?
I personally can't relate to it. It's amazing. It seems like he just continues to get better and better. People fail to realize or maybe mention, I don't want to say struggle, but he didn't get out of the gates too well this year. And he's a fun player to watch. He continues to get better. I think I was here last year when we were talking about, I'm not sure, we were talking about Aaron, I don't know if he was in this room. And so well, he can be a better player. It doesn't necessarily mean his numbers are getting better. But he's become a better player and his numbers are better. So it's just fun to watch. I think he's carried that legacy and tradition of the Yankee organization, superstar players, and more importantly, what he does on the field. He's a great representative of this organization. I personally have enjoyed getting to know him, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of his and what he's been able to accomplish.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron is such a unicorn. I mean, I love the game of baseball so much, and I've never seen a player quite like him that looks like an NFL tight end. 6'7", 282 pounds, under 10% body fat. I mean, the guy's just a specimen, right? And so I can't relate with that either, right? Because he makes me look small. He makes all of us up here look small. But what's also, he has a unique element to him that Derek and Mo have is no matter how big the stage is, he keeps the main thing the main thing. And not only is he getting better on the field, but he's a world-class human being. And he has great parents, and he's just an easy guy to cheer for. And I do think he will be a world champion because that's all he really cares about. As good as the numbers are, Aaron Judge wants to win. So I think he will.
Take the last one here.
Alex, earlier, you was asked about the Sabathia County. Was that something you thought about or what you see there?
Yeah, I thought about it. I would love to be in, but obviously that's not my decision. But I honor everything about the New York Yankees, and it would be an honor.
Say it again.
Please say that again.
Alex.
Yeah, go ahead, me preguntaron que cómo yo me sentiría estar en Monument Park número 13 y dije que sería un honor, pero Dios sabe lo que quiere para mí y ya yo hice lo más posible y si un día me preguntan sería un honor estar aquí con mi mamá y mis hijas y mi familia.
Fellas, good seeing you again as always. Enjoy the day. Thanks everyone.
Bye.